Good day, everybody. My name is Dr. Barrett, and I'm here from Wellness Couture. I want to talk to you today about gut health. And there's a lot of buzz going on about gut health, gut microbiome. What does that exactly mean? So, our gut microbiome is comprised of about over trillions and trillions of bacteria. And what happens is when we're eating healthy, we have really good gut bacteria. But when we're not eating healthy and we're off balance, it could be either poor diet or it could be due to our emotional state not being exactly where it needs to be. You know, we're having feelings of anger or anxiety. That can also offset the good gut bacteria. But what I typically focus on with my clients is how can we rebuild and repopulate your gut, your good gut bacteria, your good gut microbes. And you can do that obviously through eating healthy and working out and sleeping well. And everybody knows that kind of all those types of things. But what I primarily do is I get to the root cause of what's going on. So I get to know and evaluate my clients and see, you know, what exactly their nutrient levels are, right? Because sometimes we think we're eating the right things, but oftentimes our cells are not getting fed properly. So what we do is we do an organic acids test to see, you know, if you have any micronutrient deficiencies. So it's a urine test, and based upon those ions, we're able to determine if there's any nutrient deficiencies. And we like to fill in the gaps from there because then we know if you're deficient, for example, in magnesium or calcium or zinc or iron. We know exactly how to pinpoint it, and then from there provide the proper food recommendations as well as providing supplements. We also do a GI map test to look to see what microbes exist in your microbiome. So, for example, looking at your stool sample, we're able to determine if you have opportunistic bacteria, which means that's bad bacteria, right? So those strands, we can then be able to then prescribe the appropriate probiotic because as you know, the market is currently saturated with so many probiotics and prebiotics, and so nobody really fully, I think, understands how to properly take them, as well as which ones are designed right for you at the particular time that you need. So we focus on doing that, and we also look to see if you have any parasites or any other type of yeast issues going on top of to see if you also have any antibiotic resistance going on, because oftentimes we've been given so many antibiotics throughout our life, we become resistant to the antibiotic strands, and when you actually do need a proper antibiotic, you know, then it's not your body's not, it's not going to take to it, so it's not going to work. So we're able to help clients with that. The other thing we focus on is looking at nutrigenomics, and that basically comes down to looking at your genetics and seeing what particular genetic SNPs that you have that express, whether they're turned on or turned off. So for example, some people have difficulty eating foods that have high histamine. So every time you have an allergic reaction, you have a sneeze, you cough, you have watery eyes, you have a runny nose, that is a histamine reaction. So with the testing, we can see particular foods like tomatoes may be causing a histamine reaction, avocados, all foods that you think are healthy for you may actually be causing some sort of allergic reaction, hence giving you your one of your seasonal allergies, for example. So working on your gut microbiome, fixing it by filling in the gaps with your diet along with the proper supplements is exactly what we do here. And if any of you need help, you can always contact us at 212-497-3542, or you can contact us at info@wellnesscouturenyc.com. That's info@wellnesscouturenyc.com. And just make sure during this time during COVID, I have a few tips on that. Actually, I wanted to talk about before I wrap it up with you. A lot of people are concerned about their immune health and their immune system due to COVID. And what I typically suggest to a lot of my clients is a few main principles. One, get proper sleep, because if your sleep cycle's off, then your hormonal levels are going to be off and your cortisol levels are off, and you're not going to be able to fight whatever is coming your way. Two, making sure you get out there and get some vitamin D. It's super crucial and important. I know a lot of us think, oh, well, it's the winter time and, it's hard to get vitamin D. The sun is the strongest during the winter months, so it's a great opportunity to get that out there and, get at least 15 to 30 minutes. And if you have a darker skin color, you need to be out there longer for you to be able to absorb that vitamin D. So I would recommend maybe 4 times a day getting 15-minute bouts of sunlight to get your proper dose of vitamin D. If you can't do that, you can take at least 5,000 to 10,000 IUs, international units a day, to be able to get in appropriate vitamin D levels, in addition to eating things like spinach and kales and dark leafy green vegetables, as well as mushrooms is very helpful to get your vitamin D levels, along with cold water fish. Also, another supplement that's really important to boost your immune system is vitamin A. So we recommend about 10,000 IUs for that, at least for adults. And you can get vitamin A again through leafy greens, a lot of the beta carotene family type foods, like your reds and particularly your oranges. So things like carrots and butternut squash and all those types of like deep hued orangey colored and yellow colored fruits and vegetables can give you your appropriate doses of vitamin A. Last but not least, you can also get iodine. You can get that from, fortified iodine salt, which typically is processed. So I typically recommend things like cold water fish. Also, taking some iodine drops, about 6 drops a day. You can get it at your local health food store. Would be really beneficial to keeping up your iodine levels, which is really healthy and important for proper cellular function and your electrolytes. So again, I'm here to help you. My name is Dr. Cynthia Barrett. I have a practice called Wellness Couture. We focus on gut health. I explain the 3 tests and also some recommendations for you on how to keep your immune system up. So I hope everybody has a happy and healthy day, as well as enjoying your holidays. Be safe and be well. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.